Hey friends, are you ready for chaotic shit I did in The Sims when I was a child? Part 2? Because we're heading back to Sims 1. So let's try an 8-person house that's a box. Because, 8 Sims equals more jobs equals more money, right? Right? And now that we have our 8 Sims, we are going to move them into our box house. Because what can go wrong with 8 Sims?
Here we go again.
You get them all a job and everything is wonderful. Plus, you have more money to start out with. So we can actually buy something, like a bed. And forget this old nasty pantry. We are going to go big. We are going to buy a fridge, because Sims need food. We learned that the last time. But we're not going to spend all our money. We're just going to get a fridge and then we're going to get a nice dishwasher so they can actually wash their dishes. And a stove, because what is Sims if you don't have a stove? Nothing. That's what it is. We'll even get a nice little countertop and we will microwave or food processor. That was always the question. Well, microwave is cheaper, so we're gonna get a microwave. A nice couch and a TV and even a little bit of flooring. Look at that. Look at that. We got like a real house over here. Can you believe it? And I didn't even spend all the money yet. So after the last debacle, little old me knew that I needed to get everyone a job. So we were gonna wait for the newspaper to come and then everyone gets a job and you have to go to your job. Yes, a microwave. Clap, clap for me. I'm so wonderful. I got you a microwave. How dare you dislike my bed, Kyle? Ladies, cry over Joe all you want, but I'm gonna move him a little further away because he's kind of killing the vibe here. Oh, I can't move anything in use. Sims 1 days. Oh my god, this was a terrible mistake putting a gravestone there. I'm pretty sure when I was a kid I just sold it. See, and the great thing about playing this way, other than the nonstop crying over Joe, is that Sims actually can interact with each other now. Like, it was much more fun playing with a group rather than just, playing as poor little Joe. Except I soon came to realize that Sims interacting with each other in The Sims 1 is literally terrible. They hate everything you talk about. Yep, see, she hates birthday cake. Who hates birthday cake, Cassie? I did notice as a kid even how rapidly my money went away. Because these Sims can eat. It takes a lot of money to feed 8 Sims. And since I moved them into my box house, there was no newspaper because I'd recycled it. Because Joe is very clean and he recycles all his newspapers immediately. Plus, you guys may have noticed, didn't build a bathroom, so bathroom's not essential for life, okay? What's essential is having at least one bed, fun, and food. That's all you need. Who needs to be clean? Or, use a toilet. Oh no, and then you get this notification. Stomach growling, no money, no food in fridge. Get some money and the refrigerator will miraculously refill and your Sims can stuff their faces. And it pops up over and over and over as every Sim goes to check the fridge to make food. Yep. Super fun with 8 Sims when you get that pop-up every 5 seconds. I will say, when they had this little forum talk live thing for Sims 2 when it was in development and they were asking what are some of the things you guys want to see, I was there. I made sure I was there and I told them I wanted grocery stores. I didn't want a magic fridge that just refilled. When Sims 2 came out, boy, did I regret that. I hate getting groceries. So, just goes to show you how smart I am. So, I thought playing with 8 Sims would be much easier, but what you find is you have Sims just passed out everywhere and covered in their own pee. And an empty fridge. So, I got a little desperate at this point. I was like, tomorrow morning, yep, there they go. That was the last one. When the newspaper comes, we're just going to take whatever job we can get because we are in bad shape and I thought this was going to be better and it's not really turning out to be better. Finally, good news, everybody, go get your job. The newspaper has come, let's make it happen. And Kyle's too depressed. Cassie's too depressed. Kenneth is too depressed. Candace is too depressed. Candy's too depressed. Clayt is too depressed and Casanova is too depressed. So is Katrina. So not a single one of my Sims is willing to get a job. So I think like, okay, we can turn this around. We can totally turn this around. We're just gonna delete all the excess stuff and live off the essentials. So we're gonna start by actually getting a porta potty, because that's gonna be the only thing that lets the Sims use the potty without all being like offended that someone else is in the room. So we'll get a porta potty. And I don't think we could afford a second bed. No, we can't. But if we delete some stuff, we can. So we got some bare bones essentials for you guys. We got a porta potty. We can afford food now. Somebody needs to get a job. So here's when I decided, okay, we're gonna hone in on one Sim. We're just gonna get them happy and we'll make that work. Why'd I choose Clade? I don't know. I don't even know what his name's supposed to mean. I'm sorry for anyone named Clade. I was trying to think of K names. Okay, so Clade has had food. Clade is going to use the potty. Clade is going to quickly grab some more food before it's all gone. And all the beds are taken. Quick, Clade, get in the last bed. And honestly, the Sims, they're not nice to each other. The second all the chips are down, they're mean. Teasing each other, shoving each other. They would not survive a Simpocalypse. That's kind of what this is anyway. They live in a box. Okay, we have a newspaper. Finally, Clade, you are our only hope. Oh good, you're actually being nice to Candy for once. Please go out here and get a job. Not doing it. So at this point, as a child, I realized I was in some pretty bad shape. And pretty soon Sims started dropping like flies. So I realized I need to just make the best of what I can with the remaining Sims that I have. And just hope that my favorites don't die first. Oh, hey Joe. What's up, man? I always found the ghosts to be super cool and creepy too. So Kyle was the first to go. I was a little numb to it by now, like I'd already seen it, the trauma was kind of over, but it still upset you, even though I saw it coming this time. And then we lost Cassie, also starvation, of course. And I thought, as a small girl, that I was going to be doomed to watch all 8 of these Sims that I've condemned to this life die. I'm sorry, Cassie. At least you died right in the graveyard. Would have helped if you would have, taken your clothes off so someone else could use them. Thinking of 1 hour, 1 life here. Ooh, why is hers so fancy? Cassie gets a fancy grave. Oh, I didn't even notice. Who is this? Who are we missing? Katrina, Candace, Candy. Alright, so we lost Candy. Whoa, Candy's is extra fancy. And then Kenneth. Oh, Casanova died. I'm keeping the Grim busy. He can't even hit everyone. So at this point, I started to realize, hey, maybe I can turn this around. What if I just sell all these beds and we can actually make our last remaining Sims happy so that way we can, survive maybe. Same idea as before, but now I have like 1,000 simoleons to try and make it work. Except that also Candace starved. So Clade, I told you were my last hope. Can you please come have a snack? Katrina, you as well. You're my last remaining Sim. Oh, no, he died. Katrina, get your butt up and eat some food. But Kenneth is blocking the fridge. Katrina, eat the food. Don't worry about what Grim's up to. Just have your chippies and move on. There you go, Katrina, you can survive. So when I only had 1 Sim left, this is when I finally was like, you know what, forget it. We gotta forget this whole dream house idea. The dream house does not exist. I'm gonna get rid of the box. So I did. I took down the stupid box and I turned it into a stupid rectangle. And that saved us a whole lot of money. And so Katrina, my last surviving Sim, finally had an actual home that somewhat functions. And it only took 7 or 8 deaths for it to finally kick in. So yeah, my walls aren't painted, my floors are cheap, my furniture is trash, but Katrina is alive. So the next thing and only thing that I could do was make sure that she survives and gets a job, because she is not going to last much longer without a job. Look at that, Katrina. You even get a real meal. I treat you so well. Don't you forget it. And it took a lot of tries for me to figure out how to manage a Sim household with even 1 Sim in it as a little kid. But I was so proud when I finally did have a single Sim, in a house, survive. And then I discovered relationships and children and pets and magic. It's a chaotic time. Katrina, have you had enough fun now? Will you please go take any job? It's like the worst job there is. Seriously, a golf caddy is one of the worst jobs, but we're gonna take it because that's all we got. Are you in a good enough mood to find a better job? Because your job sucks, Katrina. Nope, not in a good mood. Will not find a better job. Well, that's your own fault then. Katrina, are you serious? Put out the fire. And don't you dare catch yourself on fire, because we've already been through that in a different video and we're not doing this again. Fridge too. I swear, I cannot afford you a new fridge. I can't afford you a new microwave either. I mean, I guess I could. They're only like 100. That little fireball animation, like back in the day, that was the most terrifying thing. That and the burglar, the repo man, pretty much everything. Clowns. There we go. We actually saved your stuff, Katrina. Good job. We might actually be able to make this work. Katrina, you didn't go to work. Katrina, I swear if you miss work again, I'm gonna lose my mind. Get up and go to work. Go. Go. You've got like 10 seconds. Get your butt up and run. Better run fast, girl. Okay, she made it. Katrina, I stopped watching you for 1 second and you light your house on fire again. What is wrong with you? Well, now you got no fridge. You know, Katrina, if you didn't want to pass out in the middle of the street, maybe you shouldn't have lit your house on fire. Just a thought. But you know, I'm finding my biggest issue with Katrina here is her loneliness. So I think for the next part, I'll show you guys what I did with pets as a child in The Sims 1. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.